These guys are definitely ready to wean. Hey, good morning. Welcome back to Ohrmundt Simmentals. So it's October 7th, and last night got a little bit busy. Dad and Mom went on a little bit of a road trip to get some feeder panels for our fence project, and they got home a little bit late. And I had a varsity game last night that was about an hour and a half away, so I was not able to rotate cows to the next chunk of grass. I will do it this afternoon, just so they have their next big chunk. We're not going to be able to feed them in the next couple of chunks that they get, so we're going to actually feed them a bale this morning so that they, you know, kind of stay quiet while we're working on the fence project. So as Dad runs that bale out, something I want to mention about these feeders. So this is a Fleckvieh 500. We got these a number of years ago. I would say strength-wise, they're built pretty heavy duty, and for the most part, we really do like them. We got the ones with the solid bottoms because we were still doing corn silage, and we would feed a little bit of corn silage to the cows every day. But the one thing we didn't like about these feeders that kind of shows up is, I don't know if it's the way, because like when you put the bale in and it sits in this cradle here, you can see there's, you know, here's the slat, you know, the slant bar, and then this is actually the cradle part, you know, so you can put a bale in there. Sometimes you can fit 2 bales in there if you stack them right. I mean, this is like the smallest one that they make, but it works out good for us. We got 2 of these guys. But the thing that we don't like about them so much is when it gets muddy out, you can actually see their back feet. I don't know if it's the way that they have to like push in to get to the bale, but then their back feet kind of start like making this little, it ends up being like a little circle and starts ramping up the mud, and it's like they're pushing the mud up. So we have to, in the wintertime, we end up moving them, you know, like once a week or something like that, if it's, you know, if it's a little bit looser ground. These guys are definitely ready to wean. I wish we were done with our fence project. Here's a nice steer. This is the steer that Cher is raising this year. Here's another Bruno daughter. We've got like 3 or 4 that are exactly the same. They are solid black, money stripe. Here's our Bravo bull. I like him. He's got his dad's head. But we finally got some fall weather. This morning it was in the upper 30s. We had a system come through this week that gave us that little bit of rain and definitely took the temps for a plunge. One more. So let's put a little bit of a wrap on Saturday, and kind of take a look at what we got done. So this was actually something Dad did yesterday. You know, I talked about us, we got our road base piles and one over by the garage. This was one area that needed to get built up, because we've got this concrete slab that leads into the barn, but the dirt level is so low here that we need to get that built up. So that was one. Dad wanted to get that done. He put a little bit over by the blue water there. Another thing we had to do today, we noticed that this post here, so we have a 16-foot gate that we hang on this guy, and this is a 4x4 metal post that we know is in the ground like it's like 3.5, 4 feet, but it was actually tipping this way. Not really sure how it got like that. I think it's from the animals, like, because it's chained to this feeder, and the animals pushing on the feeder started to either bend this guy a little bit or broke the concrete in the ground, and it just started to lean a little bit. So what we did is we kind of dug this out, and since we were putting a post in anyways today, and I had an extra concrete, we just kind of poured that up. We actually bent this back, got it set better at a better angle, and put some concrete in there, and we'll pull that form off tomorrow. What else? Oh, we did get a post in. We got the corner post in. We got that dug. We've got a 3-point auger for the tractor. It's an older one. It's not great, but it gets the job done. So we got our hole dug, we got the post in, and obviously it's way taller than it needs to be, but we'll cut that off. We were going to use, we had a 16-footer that we were going to use, but we might be able to get 2 posts out of that guy. But this one we wanted to be a little bit longer, if we could try and get it in deeper, and we think we did. We got like a 1.5 bags of concrete at the bottom of the hole, and honestly we're going to fill the rest of this in, the hole in, with road base so it packs nice. We got conduit on our line, our electrical, because we're going to put the electrical panel on a thing here. We're going to build that up, and then Dad also got this dugout was one of the last things he did, because the wires going to the BDA area as far as electrical and stuff is all run. Dad did that the other day, but there is the ground rod there, and what I actually want to do, because that's the last one, that's the furthest north one, or closest to where the fencer is going to be, so that it spans, like, this is about 10-12 feet to get to here. Well, I want to sink another ground rod like right here. We've got a 5th one that we can use, so I thought, why not use it, and then we're right next to where the fencer is going to be. But we're actually getting some of our yard filled in. Tomorrow we'll be able to fill in most of this, because all we have to do now is that there's a electrical line that's going to run from there where the panel is going to be over to, I think, this post. This is going to be a post, and this is going to be a post, because this area right here is going to be a bale feeder just like that guy. So real quick, Mom and Dad went to Lancaster and picked up these panels. These are feed panels. They are nice, heavy duty. They are Herd Pro brand. Yeah, Herd Pro brand. But we haven't ever used them before, but we've seen the product, and honestly, looking at them in person, they're going to do great. They're pretty beefy, well built. So yeah, those are going to be the new bale feeder that I just pointed out. All right, so that puts kind of a wrap on Saturday. Obviously, we got, I think tomorrow's supposed to be pretty decent weather too. So we should be able to get a lot more done on the project. And yeah, we'll see what tomorrow brings. Thanks.